Hi, good morning. This is Abhijit Bhaduri. I work as a leadership coach, and I'm delighted to be the moderator of this new series called Career Connect, where we are going to talk about careers and culture, and in the process, hopefully, make the whole process of looking for a job or a career far more exciting and meaningful. And Nestle is, of course, a pioneer in this whole space. So I'm really thrilled that we have the team from Nestle joining us today. And without any further ado, let's get started with the music. Uh, Sriram, Jaikishan, Pallavi, let's get started with your introduction. So, Pallavi, do you want to kickstart the first intro?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Abhijit, and good morning, everyone. I'm Pallavi, and I've been working with Nestle for about 6 years now. I head the marketing for the baby food category, and really excited to be here and share thoughts as well as hear comments as well as feedback from everyone.
Great. And, Jaikishan, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, thank you. Good morning. I'm Jai Kishan. I've been with the organization for almost 10 years now. I joined this organization first as an intern and then as a management trainee and continued thereon. Right now, I'm part of the procurement team and I lead the packaging vertical.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's perfect. And Sriram, do you want to introduce yourself too?
Hi, good morning, everybody. Thanks, Abhijit. This is Sriram. I head talent for Nestle in South Asia region. Joined Nestle as a management trainee almost 13 years back. That seems like a significantly long time. And did various roles in factories and the units, including our branches, sales organization, before taking up this role. So that's a brief background about me, and I'm really excited to be here with Abhijit and the team and with all of you.
So let me get started by just asking for a little bit of a background on Nestle. How large is this company globally, and how many brands, how many employees? Just tell us a little more about that.
Sure, Abhijit. So Uh, Nestle is about, say, 150 odd years old. It was set up sometime in 1861, 1866 rather, and we got a size of more than about 84 billion Swiss francs, and that makes it the largest FMCG organization in the world. We got about more than 2,000 brands worldwide, and we have about close to 275,000 employees across the world. We're
Wow.
present in almost 186 countries, so that's almost like any imaginable country. We would be there with our products, making sure that we're available to consumers. We got factories in about 81 odd countries. We got about 376 odd factories in about 81 odd countries. So that's the size and scale of.
And how large does the Indian operation of Nestle, how when you compare it, what percentage is that, or percentage, or just in terms of numbers of employees or brands, etc.? What does it look like?
Sure. So in India, we are about close to 13,500 crore. We are again been in this region for more than 100 years. 1912 is when we started. We got close to about 9,000 plus employees in Nestle India, and we're part of the larger region which is called a South Asia region that comprises of even Sri Lanka and Bangladesh as well.
Okay, and I have a more basic question though. I wanted to ask that when when somebody says employer value proposition, what is, in plain English, what would that really mean? What is it?
So when we say employer value proposition, what we essentially mean is what can prospective candidates who are looking
Hmm.
forward to joining the organization expect when they come and work with the organization. This is the
Right.
simplest definition that I can actually say, and therefore, it's the in some way it's a little bit of a marriage between an organization and an employee, and therefore the organization has to clearly define or articulate what it stands for. Now, it could be a reflection of, say, for example, the strategic priorities, how is it like to sort of work inside the organization. All of it kind of, goes into finally defining what the value proposition of the organization is. But in simple terms, it's about what is it that people can expect? What is it like to sort of work here? What is it like to sort of grow here? What does it feel to be part of this organization is what essentially becomes what is called as the employer value prop.
So is that the same as, let's say, talking about company culture, or is it the same as talking about company values, or the purpose of the company, or mission statement? Which of these is really the closest explanation of employer value proposition?
Sure. So I think, Abhijit, purpose, our strategic priorities, our values, all kind of lend their inputs into what is called as the employer value proposition. Right? Because your strategic priorities essentially define in terms of how you move as an organization. Your culture is about, crudely put, say, the personality of the organization. So like individuals have their personalities, the organization has got a personality, and that's what gets defined as culture. So all of this essentially feeds into the value proposition. So one can say that the closest thing it would be is about the culture of the organization, which has got a very strong link is to say the strategy and how is it sort of to work on a day-to-day basis.
And when you say employer value proposition of Nestle, are you referring to the global version of Nestle, or are you going to talk about the India version of Nestle? Which of these, or is it the same?
Yeah. So the value proposition is actually the same globally. We believe in actually being a force for good. That's a war cry, that's a rallying cry, or that's the value proposition that's kind of been espoused. What we have done is sort of break that down into 4 parts, which are more relatable, so that when we kind of communicate, it makes it far more easier for prospective hires to understand what does it mean to be a force for good. Yeah, and probably that's what we'll kind of be speaking in today's conversation with you in terms of what are those 4 elements of being a force.
All right. May the force be with you. And what are these 4 things? Talk to me about those 4.
Sure. So Abhijit, very briefly, I just want to also explain in terms of how did we arrive at this, because I'm sure that it would be interesting for many of our listeners as well. So about 5 years back, that is in 2016, we had defined our purpose as enhancing the quality of life and contributing to a healthier future. And this was again a shift from what we had defined as becoming the leader in nutrition, health, and wellness almost like 2 decades back. But a lot has actually changed in the last 5 years. We've kind of sharpened our focus on the kind of businesses that we want to, invest behind globally. The consumer's preference for products are not just about what is good for them, but good for the planet as well. In general, citizens, stakeholders, and investors want business to be a force for good. So it is all of this that's actually went into us redefining our purpose to begin with, and therefore also our value proposition. Right? So that's a big shift that we have seen. And therefore our new purpose now looks like something like this. It says unlocking the power of food to enhance the quality of life for now and for generations to come. So it speaks about doing something sustainably, and again, being one of the largest FMCG organizations and probably the largest F&B player, we've kind of taken it upon ourselves to be a force for good and to make sure that we are able to meet the nutritional needs of several billion people in a sustainable way. So that's how the value proposition has actually got defined, which is in very, very closely tied to our purpose.
So, so far, today, as we are talking about the Career Connect series of Nestle, we are really talking about employer value proposition, which, you define as what people should expect when they join Nestle. And you talk about being started by saying that it's the force for good, and there are, now it's got redefined because a number of things have, changed in the last 5 years. And one thing that comes across to me when I hear you talk about that Nestle is primarily something about food. It's a food company, which is aiming to nourish the world, in terms of its population. But I also hear a multi-generational aspect of it when you say that, over the years, so you talk about it, that there is a way of doing it in a sustainable, responsible way. And how does this translate into the four elements that you, and what are these four elements?
Yeah, sure, Abhijit. So the four elements of being a force for good look like something like this. The first one is about being yourself. Nestle as an organization doesn't kind of essentially believe in creating clones, but we kind of really celebrate our people by respecting and encouraging their uniqueness and potential. So that's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is called as evolve every day. In my experience, when I kind of seen many of the people moving up, taking different kind of roles, one phrase that kind of comes to my mind is that becoming is better than being. Yeah, and therefore we kind of provide a space for our people to constantly grow and evolve and to become a better versions of themselves.
No, I like that. Becoming is better than being, is that you are never a finished, product or some
That's
such
right.
thing, that you will
Yeah.
continuously evolve. Okay, great.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The third pillar is what is called as create impact. We spoke about unlocking the power of food, and we also kind of found our passion to make a difference to people's lives through our products, and we do this thing in a very sustainable way, so that it impacts not just the present but also the future. Which we spoke about earlier as well. And the fourth dimension is what is called as better together. Because genuinely, this is an organization which has got collaboration in its DNA. We believe in taking people along, and we believe that we are at our best when we work together as one team, as one, to share our experiences, our ideas, and success. So those are the four tenets of our value proposition: be yourself, evolve every day, create impact, and
Great. And when you sort of really talk about these one question which I will come to probably at the end, but I want to also sort of, say thanks to all the people who've joined. And if you have any questions, feel free to, share it in the text box and I will actually bring it up. And thanks to all the people who are sort of saying, so somebody who feels that being better, this whole process of becoming is very profound, so Nishtha actually says that that's pretty amazing, that being better is the whole process of evolving. Yeah, I agree that to me was something that instantly connected to me. But I also wanted to, at some stage, maybe towards the end, we'll talk about that whether when you are in this process of being the best that you can, I mean, this whole process, if that's in sort of contradiction to this whole process of collaboration, because maybe I'm becoming something different. And okay, Rhythm Chabra wants to know how to join Nestle, because she wants to join that. And so we'll share all of that, Rhythm. We'll get to that, and maybe if there is an email, etc., which one of you can just mention, either Shriram, Jaikishan, or Pallavi. If you want to just share that, you can do that. But we'll come back to that more. Let's talk about any one of them. How do we get started with that? What do you want to first start with?
maybe Abhijit, we'd start with be yourself, because that's something which I personally also am able to relate a lot with.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell me, give me an example of that. I mean, how would that? What would that look like? Where is it? Give me a personal example of where you felt that you were able to do that. Shriram, do you want to talk about this whole aspect of be yourself? Any one of you. I mean, whether Shriram or Jaikishan or Pallavi, anyone. If you can share, if you want to talk about, what does it really mean?
Yeah, sure. I think maybe, I don't know if Shriram's having a connectivity issue, but maybe I'll step in here. I think the essence of this really, Abhijit, is in everything that we do, and not, while we define it as a value, it's really something that runs very deeply in the organization. So the fact that, from my experience, I came in as somebody who was new to the organization, but never felt like I was an outsider in the beginning. whether it is the, even if you're young, you are given a platform to, to at least put your voice forward. Because in some of the organizations that I've worked in the past, sometimes hierarchy or seniority is something that sort of it takes over the room, and you don't always have the space or the confidence to speak in front of seniors, which is not really the case here. So here
Okay.
you are always given an opportunity, even if you are in fact, in a lot of forums, at least in marketing, for example, when we see a creative input or an ad, etc. From a creative appreciation perspective, always the junior most person in the group will be given the chance to speak first, because we really want to know what is it that the millennial is getting, or just Gen Z is getting onto the table, which probably I will not be able to think of today. So I think that kind of freedom and that kind of you don't have a fear in terms of speaking in front of seniors. I think that really helps you be yourself, and to me, I think that really also helps in getting the best for the business. So good mix of everything. Yeah.
Pallavi, there's a follow-up question that Sujoy Banerjee has asked, that how have you dovetailed your EVPs into your people processes? Do you want to just do a quick response on that?
Sure. So I think, each pillar is, as Sriram was saying, is different from a process perspective. While of course Sriram will be able to comment better, but even while we hire, or even while we do the, our talent discussions, or the way we say grade people at the end of the year, all our processes carry the elements of being yourself, or evolving, or creating an impact, or being able to collaborate or work better. I think these are very well ingrained into all our people processes, so that it's not only what the individual brings to the table, but also the diversity, or the different aspects also come to life.
That's great. Thanks. Jackie, you unmuted
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, I would just like to add to the process bit. So, and I would like to speak about a specific thing like what we call as job rotation policy at Nestle. So, essentially, new and challenging opportunities are offered to us every 2 to 4 years, say, basis our personal development plan and the business requirements. And what it does is it actually gives a very steep learning curve to an individual. So, while in my first job, I was managing agri commodities at India level, and managing things like edible oils, coffee, chicory. In my second job, I was given an expat assignment in Malaysia with a sister organization called Nestrade. So by normal standards, an expat assignment came into my career, which was very early. But that's what Nestle is about.
How many years of experience did you have when you got this opportunity in Malaysia?
So I have moved in 2017. So I had finished about 5 years with the organization then when I moved.
Okay.
So, and the kind of job I was given, actually, we were setting up a procurement organization for the zone. And I was asked to set up a desk for edible oils, since I had experience in edible oil. So here I was using the skill set which I got in my first assignment, but then I was managing about factories located across 26 countries. And these factories were located across Africa, Asia, and Oceania. So, the platform itself changed and became quite big. And this is one thing which is very interesting at Nestle.
So when you look at, if you think about you talked about 4 pillars. So let's look at the others. Give me an example of that. Anyone, I mean, Sriram, Jackishan, Pallavi, any one of you. Yeah, Sriram, go ahead.
So maybe I can speak about the whole aspect of Better Together. Because I was mentioning that collaboration is kind of very much in our DNA. We really believe in taking people along. And I can give you one example. Last year, when the pandemic struck, there were a lot of news about job offers being cut, internship opportunities getting slashed. And at that point of time, we as an organization took this call to provide 1,000 virtual internship, which is almost like 10x the usual number of interns who would kind of be working with us every year. And this mammoth exercise of actually providing 1,000 virtual internship did not kind of end only last year. We kind of taken it forward to this year as well. And this has been made possible because of the support, the commitment, and the belief in something like this from across all pockets of the organization. So that to me is a big example of Better Together.
Okay, that's great. Is there? Do you want to talk about another one? You've got 4. So talk to me about any of the other 2.
Maybe Jayakishan, you want to speak about creating impact?
Thank you, Shriram. I'd like to speak about it. So I would like to bring the aspect of sustainability into business. So sustainability has been an integral part actually of all my 3 assignments at Nestle. So in the first 2, I was working on responsible sourcing for edible oils and the 4C plan for coffee, contributing to areas like traceability, improved farm practices, and better working condition in fields. My current job is to lead sustainability efforts in packaging, where I'm responsible and working with a brilliant team of 11 individuals, and we are responsible for creating and executing projects around sustainability. And the objectives that we have taken, and those are also our global objectives, is to design 100% of our packaging to recyclable, reduce our virgin plastic usage by a third, and reduce our carbon emissions in our packaging value chain by 20%. And we aspire to do all this by 2025. So this is, I think, one very good example of how we create impact, not only for individuals and the company, but for stakeholders outside the company and for the collective good as a whole.
Perfect. This whole business of when you're looking at these examples, is there, what was the 4th one? Remind me again.
I think, Abhijit, evolve every day. Be yourself, create impact.
Evolve every day. Be yourself, evolve every day, create impact. And the 4th one is?
Better together.
Better together. So does is that a contradiction that when you're looking at evolving as an individual and collaboration, is that a conflict? I mean, especially given the fact that a lot of people talk about the rising need for individuality. Does it mean that Nestle is not a great place where if people are looking at excelling individually rather than through a team? Is that something that you want to comment about? Anyone? I mean, Pallavi, go ahead.
So for me, I think perhaps not, and then maybe we'll come to, I guess it does also matter what is it that you want from your role. But for me personally, I think you can do well or evolve in your in your work as well as personally as well as professionally, while still being able to work together as part of a larger team. But I think yes, from the cultural fabric of the company, we do we do talk a lot about collaboration. We talk a lot about working together with stakeholders. That's really in the DNA of Nestle. So if there is someone who is looking for a role which is completely individualistic in nature or completely something that they want to lead on their own without much collaboration, I guess perhaps Nestle is not the best place. But having said that, you can still get a good mix of evolving within your role, evolving within the organization, both vertically, horizontally, diagonally, whichever way. So broaden, deepen, all kind of experiences. And I think the scale of Nestle gives you all those experiences. But at the same time, you should be willing to work with other people, work with other stakeholders, understand each other's point of view, and work together towards a common objective. I think I think that is really key as well in Nestle.
Yeah, perfect. So I think we are in the last minute. Shriram,